Well, all the New Amsterdam. I think is this
This is New Amsterdam.
New Amsterdam.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did you read the book by Russell Shorto,
No.
Island at the Center of the World? You know the book?
No.
It's a book about Manhattan, about the Dutch roots of New York.
Mm.
So that's
Is it good?
it's a really good book. It really is.
Is it in English?
Yes, it is.
Thank goodness.
And
I'd have to get my Dutch friend to translate for me.
That's a long job.
Is it a Dutch book?
no, it's from
It's an English book.
American guy wrote it, and
Oh.
he went to the archives in New Amsterdam in New York, and they have all these archives from 1626 up until 1672 or so,
Right.
when the English came.
Yeah.
And it's about those first 40,
walls.
50 years.
What they did and what they...
Yeah.
I heard that the Wall Street was actually a giant wall
Yeah.
to keep out the wild beasts.
Yeah.
Which is
And Broadway used to be an Indian road.
Used to go straight up to
Yeah.
to Canada, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's,
Isn't that great? Oh,
that's my question. What do you think of the old Amsterdam then?
The old Amsterdam.
You're in it right
We've-
now?
We've had a very enjoyable couple of days in the old
had
Amsterdam.
a great time.
We've been here a lot of times, and it's always very good fun. We always enjoy ourselves.
I have a bike outside.
What are your favorite places then to visit?
Well, we went to the Van Gogh Museum yesterday, which was fantastic. Very inspiring, very moving, really amazing actually.
What painting, for example?
Well, there was two that were kind of opposite ends of the spectrum that got me. There was the gold still life that he did, which for his brother, for Theo, which was just all done in tones of yellow. Just it was fruit, and the original frame that he painted it in is still round it, and he's painted on the frame as well. And it just looks very joyous and vibrant. And then there's the one of the crows over the cornfield, which is like the opposite end of the spectrum. It's kind of still very bright and vibrant colours, but they have this kind of portent of dread, kind of foreboding, and it's you're just in both sides of his personality. This kind of the joy and the torment. I thought it was fantastic.
What places do you visit?
I went to the Anne Frank Museum, the Anne Frank house, because I just recently read the book, and I wanted to go and see what it was like in the house, in the annex, and it was amazing. It was really cool. Very small, quite crazy to think that. I think how many people? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think 8 people. Was it 8 people or 9?
Yeah, 7 or 8. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely 8 then. 8 people lived in there. It's crazy, but and for such a long time. But yeah, it was good. It's quite a sad place. It's quite odd because there's a bit of me that wished that they'd left the beds in there, you know, and it made it look more like a place, but it's just empty rooms.
Mm.
It could be better, I think, as an exhibit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't want to criticise whoever does it, but you don't get the claustrophobic feel. I saw photographs of the room with the beds, and I was like, whoa, man, that's like with the covers and all that. I just thought, wow. But it's quite an amazing book, to know that all this was going on in this city not too long ago. It's crazy.
Yeah, you mean with the murder of Theo van Gogh?
The?
Now you were saying with everything was going on. Oh, you mean in the war? Okay. Now I was thinking maybe you were referring to 2004, the slaughter of the
right. No.
nephew from.
No.
Okay.
I was talking about.
Okay.
That. Yeah.
Okay. Well, then I would like to go back to the early days of Travis now.
Yeah.
Just have some certain questions. Maybe you can answer them. Do you still speak to Nico Bolas?
Yes.
Because he has been very important to you.
Very. I still talk to him in emails, and because I've got a place in New York City, I sometimes see him for coffee.
And what does he think of this album?
He hasn't heard this album yet.
Because maybe you can explain why he is so important to you. Because
Nico Bolas was so important to Travis because, well, first of all, Nico Bolas is a very famous producer. He's worked with some of the greats, Neil Young and Keith Richards.
Yeah.
And he taught Travis how to play. He took us aside and taught us about what music is. Music's more about feeling. It's not about playing notes. It's not about what you play. It's about how you feel something. Every aspect of music's about, it's more of a spiritual thing than actually a technical thing. And for that reason, we hold Nico very dear to our hearts. He taught us how to rock.